welcome to Zeki Online. This episode is going to start any minute now, but just before we do, a couple of house rules for you guys. If you're under the age of 13, YouTube guidelines state that you have to have an adult watching this video with you. That's their rules and not ours, and so if you're under the age of 13, grab a parent, grab an adult to watch this live stream with you. Rule number 2, we will never ask for any of your personal details on the live comments chat. And so if somebody on the live comments asks for your personal details, don't give them away. We will never ask for your personal details on that live comments section. And rule number 3, the live comments chat is for fun, and so don't be tearing down other people, don't be kind of throwing out abuse to other people, keep your language clean, but have some fun on it. Chat to each other, chat to us as we're live streaming, we'll chat to you as we're live streaming, but use the comments for good and not to tear other people down. But yeah, we're going to start in a couple of minutes.
Hey guys, welcome to Zeki Online. We are here. We had a few technical issues. We don't know if you could hear us while we were sound checking, but me and Michelle were just discussing whether we think the Queen has a budget. So comment below to see if you think she has a budget or if you think she's allowed to spend what she wants because her face is on the money, so it doesn't really matter. Yeah, so we hope you've all had a great week. Michelle, what have you been up to this week?
I've had a driving lesson today, which is really exciting. I got to doing traffic lights, which was really big for me.
Nice.
I also did 40 miles an hour,
Oh,
which is very exciting.
fancy. I nearly fall off my chair there. That was terrible. Nice.
Yeah, but other than that, I've had a really boring week, to be honest. I've got mocks as soon as I get back to school, so I've been revising all day, every day, kind of, and playing Sims.
Yeah, nice.
But
Cool. That's
yeah.
good.
What have you been up to?
Well, I went back to work this week,
Aw.
so I know, yeah, pretty boring, but it's all good. Yeah. What have you guys been up to in the comments? Let us know below. We still. I'm really interested to know. What did you say, Michelle? What did you think?
I think the Queen has an accountant, because obviously there are like queens after, kings and queens after this current queen. Elizabeth, her name is Elizabeth, and yeah, so I think if she's just allowed to spend anything, she'd, buy everything, and then we'd be out of money. So,
But I don't think I can quite get my head around how it works, because in my head, you just print more of it. I know that isn't what you actually do, but you'd think. You never know. Maybe she can.
I think that's how the Great Depression started. But
Yeah, it sounds. I don't think I should be in charge of a country. I don't think I could do the Queen's job. I don't think I'd be very good at it.
I don't think she's in charge of the country, though. I like what Caleb said, actually. He said, that the Queen is PR manager of England, and I think that's more accurate than
It's a big
charge of the
title.
country.
It's a big title to hold. Yeah. What do you think she spends the most money on? What do you think she buys the most of?
Hats. She has a lot of hats.
She does have a lot of hats.
Yeah.
Okay, comment in the comments how many hats do you think the Queen has, and we will see if we can get a true answer, because we want to know how many hats she has.
I think Hannah has started secondary school this week.
Oh, fantastic.
Really
How did it
exciting.
go? Let us know how it went, Hannah. I'm guessing it went okay. I can't imagine it went terribly because you're pretty lovely. So let's hope you made some new friends and had a great week. Let us know. Is there anyone else who started secondary school or started a new thing this week. Michelle, are you starting something new? Did you go back to school this week?
I am going back to school on Monday. I am starting year 13, which is very scary.
Nice.
I'm not very excited. That's my first day on Monday. So yeah.
Apart from uni. Uni's
That's not
next.
really like a first day though, is it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you
I
just live there, then all of a sudden you've got to go to these things and learn stuff.
Yeah,
I
that's true, actually. It's a big commitment.
Yeah.
Okay, we have got a comment in. We think, so Pete has said that the Queen has got 50 hats. Esther has upped that, and she thinks that the Queen has got 100 hats. I'm going to be honest.
100.
Oh, over 100.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I reckon she's probably got over 1,000. I'm
Yeah.
going to say it. I think she has.
I think
she
has
wears
like a
them
personal
all the
hat
time.
maker that just makes it. She wears it, and then it just goes. Maybe she has like one because she's worn them.
Wow. I think she's a nice person. I think she'd donate it to charity, you know. I think that there's somewhere out there's a charity shop full of the Queen's hats. Yeah. Oh, we've got one from Abigail. She says 70.
Oh, sorry, not Pete. It's Hannah. Sorry.
I see. Hannah thinks that we've got 50 hats. Okay, that's fair. I'd like to know, is someone able to, I don't have Google on me, but is someone able to Google and see if we can find out a definite answer? I'd like to know. I don't know if you can. I'm sure there is a hat person out there who has counted her hats. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think, does she have a new outfit for each hat or just a new hat?
I think her hats often match her outfit.
Yeah, she's quite coordinated, isn't
Yeah.
she? She does a good job of her matching. Yeah. Oh wow.
5,000.
Okay. News just in. 5,000 hats over the last 50 years. How many hats is that a year, Michelle? I'm going to ask you because you're better at maths than me.
Okay. That's like, I don't know, it's a lot of hats there.
100. That's really easy. You're right. Really easy maths. There we go. 5,000 hats. That's a lot of hats.
Oh, hi Jackie.
Hi, Jackie. Nice to see you here with us. Who else have we got? We've got Emeralds here. We've got all of the Millwood children. We have got... who else have we got?
I know Leanna is watching, so start commenting, Leanna.
Oh,
I'm actually really disappointed that you didn't guess how many hats.
wow.
Yeah.
Maybe she knew the answer. Maybe she didn't want to
so she didn't, like, spoil
she didn't
it?
want to tell everyone because she knew how
Okay,
many
yeah.
hats there were. She's a hat
I
counter,
bet she just
I'm
Googled
sure.
it straight away, though.
Yeah,
That
that's
sounds
the
like
smart
something
thing to
I would do. So Leanna
Yeah.
would do that as well, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what else were we saying before the stream started? I don't remember what we were talking about. It's something that I thought was very interesting. Oh,
Oh,
Liana
hi,
is here.
Liana.
She's just put up on our screen and her picture.
I'm sorry, Leanna. I forgot.
Oh, I was going to say his name was Liam. So you're doing better than me. There we go.
I did make that mistake once, actually. She was not very happy.
Yeah.
Not
Sorry,
at all.
Liana. Please still like me after this. I'm very sorry. But it's a long way away to see.
Lewis, Louis, and Liam, they're the same name.
There's a lot of L's in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
There's
know
a lot
who
of
Harry,
Ls.
Zayn, and Niall are, though, if that
It's because they're
makes
all
that
different.
sense. Yeah, exactly.
Everyone remembers them because they've got different
Yeah.
starting letters.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it was maybe like an entry thing. They were like, you can join this boy band if your name starts with an L.
Yeah.
But then they didn't have enough, so they had to get the others in. Yeah.
I think
they
that's
didn't-
how
they didn't have enough
Simon
entries.
Cowell decided it.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
I think so, yeah. He
Yeah.
went, yeah, your names sound good together. I'm sure you'll be good. And look, he was right. It worked out all right. Who else
Leanna
have we got?
started yelling at me in the comments, so I think his name is Lewis.
Oh. Is it Lewis? No,
It's
it's
It's Louis.
Louis.
It's Louis.
Louis. Oh, even Jackie has commented to say that even she knew who it was. Oh,
I'm so sorry.
yeah, I feel really bad. I feel bad that I didn't know that. I feel like I should know that.
I know who Taylor Swift is.
Yes.
Yes.
That is what we were talking
Yes,
about.
you-
I
yeah.
remember now. We were talking about how Michelle has been listening to a lot of Taylor Swift this week.
A lot of Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
I think I've paid, I've bought about £11 worth of Taylor Swift stuff
Wow.
just this week. Don't tell my mum.
Okay, Azeb, if you're watching this, then just like block that bit out. There was
Yeah.
no Taylor Swift stuff bought. It's all fine.
Yes.
Yes, we're all good. All good.
Oh, yeah. And I spent a lot more on her last month, sorry. So it's okay though, because I'm working for it. And we were also talking about how Max secretly loves Taylor Swift as well.
He does. He
Yeah.
does. I'm going to tell you all, his guilty pleasure is to put on some Taylor Swift in the car and sing along. But not the new stuff, the old stuff.
The new stuff is amazing.
He likes the old stuff. He loves it. Yeah. Right. Michelle, are you ready to go to a game?
I think I am.
Okay.
I'm ready to win.
Right. Michelle apparently practiced this game. She didn't intentionally practice it. She just already does it at home.
Me and my
I've
dad.
never done it before, so I think she has a slight advantage. So we're going to play a game. We've got some tea bags here. And basically, what you've got to do, I'm going to try and demonstrate it. It's probably not going to work. You've got to put the tea bag on your elbow like this, and then you've got to flick it and catch it. Yeah?
Yeah.
So I think Michelle might have an advantage here.
I
but,
might. Or I might
we're gonna see
fail.
how many we can do in a minute. Does that sound all
Yeah,
right?
in a
Yeah?
minute.
Cool. Okay, so
Would you like to go
we'll
first?
give it a go. Yes, I will. I will go first, and then you'll know how many you've got to beat. Probably
Yeah.
not many.
About
but-
2, I reckon.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, so we also, the loser of this is going to get a pie in the face.
Yeah.
And so it is vital that we are trying our best with this. Okay.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
I guess so.
Okay.
Let's
Have we got a timer on? Yeah? Okay.
go. Oh my word, she got one already. 2. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, there we go. Still on 2. Oh, 3. Oh, Max says cheat. I'm okay to call that 2, actually. Oh, 3. Oh. Oh, still 3. And we're halfway through. Oh, 4. 5. She's getting good at this. 6. 7. Oh dear, I'm going to lose. 8. 9. Hey, look at that. 10. 11. Oh dear. 12. 13. Oh my word. 14. 15. 16. 17. No, No, did you see what she was doing? She was holding on her thingy until she... Is that cheating? Oh, okay. So
Not cheating. We have confirmed.
Oh, well.
I was not cheating. How many did I get?
I think you got 13, or was it 14? I completely forgot.
Okay.
Can someone please comment
13.
it?
Okay. Right. I feel like that's pretty good. For someone who's never done it before,
Yeah.
I've done a pretty good job.
I think I'm going to get
And
a
I'm
pie in the
feeling,
face.
yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm not going to lie. I
Yeah.
think this could be it for you.
Okay.
Right, we'll get you a new tea bag out so you don't have to
Oh,
touch
thank
the one
you.
that I've touched. There you go. Yeah, if you guys have got tea bags at home and you want to give this a go, see if you can beat
Oh, my word.
13. Oh,
They
18.
all got 18. Did all 3 of you get 18? Okay. If I can
Okay.
get 18.
Okay. Okay, Michelle's going to do this. Okay. Are we ready? Have we got a timer?
3, 2, 1.
Go. Oh, 1, 2. Oh, nearly. Oh, it's more difficult than you think. It's balancing it on the... Oh, I'm feeling confident. Oh, no. I just want to throw it in there, Michelle, that I'm getting comments that I got 18.
Emily got 18. No, because there
5,
was like a few times
6.
that Matt
Oh,
said
6.
he cheated. No.
Oh.
I didn't count those ones.
Oh.
Oh my word, I'm so going to lose. That was cheating.
Oh, what is this, Michelle?
Oh my word, I've lost.
9. Oh. 10. 11. Oh. 12. 13. 14. 15. 16. Oh my word. Yes! 16. Oh, Michelle. I'm afraid.
Thank you. We're going off my 13
Yeah.
count, please.
Can you,
Oi! I did not cheat! Excuse me!
wow.
No cheating there.
Somewhat, wow. Zeki Youth, who is sat right here, is saying that we are both cheated. How is that even possible?
He has to type it. He can't even say it to our face.
Right. Max is going to come and explain because apparently we don't even know how
Abigail
we
got
cheated.
22. I reckon
What?
Abigail cheated.
Okay, Abigail, we are very impressed
No.
with your 22.
Okay.
You're going to have to show us how to do it.
Emily's impressed. I just don't believe you. Here
Right.
you go.
The problem is, this is what they're doing, up and catching. That's not the rules of the game, is it? Like, it's like, bam, like straight down. That's why I
That's a lot
can't do
harder
it.
then,
That's
isn't
how we know you were cheating, because you should have got 0 and you got like loads.
I'm offended, but equally, I won. So
No, I
I'm
said
okay
18.
with it.
I said 18. I don't remember going past 15.
Wow. Okay.
Did
Well-
I say 18? Oh well, just shut up.
Michelle, can you just explain what this means? The fact that you be the one
Wait,
to...
did I lose?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to
Okay.
have to tell you that.
Well, I get pie shoved in my face.
Yeah. Yeah. You're
Because
gonna
I
get
lost.
you're gonna get a pie in your face.
Do you have like a hairband or something to keep my hair back? No.
Yeah, no.
I was
sorry.
actually going to bring one, but I was just so confident, so I didn't.
This is where confidence gets you, people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Never going to be confident again, that's it.
Oh no. Okay, I've ruined your self-esteem. Okay, no. Be confident, people. Be confident. Yeah. So how are we gonna get to see your pie in the face? Because we're not gonna do it now.
Oh, thank goodness. Well, we're going to go over to Zoom later on. The details will be on Instagram, but if you can't find that, then you can just text Zeki on Instagram or email Max, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the detail up below on the screen, you can check it out, and you will be able to get the Zoom login, and we will be there. Pie Michelle in the face.
Do I not do it myself?
We'll have to verify how that's
you
going to
can
work.
just me.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That
As long
sounds
as I'm wearing a bin bag, I'm absolutely fine with that.
okay. We can arrange a bin bag. That's okay.
good,
We
yeah.
can do that. Cool. So speaking of Zoom, we are now going to go to a video that Limitless Festival put together of the different types of people there are on Zoom. So check out and see if you can find yourself on this video.
Yeah, that's a really good idea. Yeah. I like that one. That one's really good. Oh, can you hear me? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'll try and be a bit more quiet. Can you hear me now? Oh, Joel, hey! Joel, we can't hear you. No, mate, we can't hear you. Still can't hear you. I think you're on mute. I think you're on mute, mate. Oh, can you hear me now? I think you. Hey, yeah. Yes. Sorry, I was on mute this whole time. Yeah, told you. My bad. So, to be honest, I think that's the right answer. I think that's the one we should definitely go for.
Anyone at all?
Yeah, I think that's the right one. Can you guys hear me? I know there's a bit of fighting going on in the background, but you know what it is. Everyone been at home for 13 weeks. It is what it is.
Anyone at all?
Guys, can you just be quiet? Sorry, I'm back. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a really good one. I'm here for that one, definitely. Oh, are you on your phone? No phone. Just here listening to your really good talk, mate. Very interesting. Hey, how are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Can you guys see me okay? Can you see me? Can't see what I look like. Can you guys see me or not? Hello, can you see me better now? Oh, James, how you doing, my friend? I've seen you in ages. Yes, I'm here too. Hello. Hello, everyone. Oh, sorry, can't speak right now. Just in space. Oh, here today to witness the marriage of James and forgot James doesn't have a girlfriend. This is awkward. Sorry, sir, I can't quite hear you. I'm just relaxing on my little vacation in my holiday home in the Bahamas. You know how it is. This lockdown's a really hard life. Oh. Sir, look, it's like we're back in school. I'm bored still. Hey, how are you all doing? Well. John, mate, we can't hear you. Your connection's really bad. Hey, everyone, how are you all doing? Like, wait. Hear me now? Is my Wi-Fi better now? Can you hear me now? Yeah, that's just great. I really like that one. Yeah, I like that one. Not sure about that one, no. Yeah, I think the answer to that question would probably be maybe 12, maybe? I think it'd be 13, 12. Can you hear me? So I'm just doing some stuff in the background. Got a few things going on. Yeah, so I think what I would do is I'd be 12 plus 7, and I'd divide by 2.
Yeah, so do any of you recognize any of those people? Put your hands up if that's you. And remember, we're going to go on Zeki after this, onto Zoom. And so, yeah, we'll see who's what when we go on to that a little bit later. But isn't this cool? To my knowledge, this is the first Zeki live stream that we've ever done. And I'm enjoying it. Put your little hands up, praise hands emojis on the comments if you're enjoying it tonight and if you want more of this. But yeah, I'm having a great time, and I'm super stoked just to be talking to you this evening and sharing a little bit about what I've read in a book called the Bible. And for those of you who don't know, the Bible is a massive book, but it's made up of loads of little books. And each of those little books is a person's experience of God. For some people, it's them writing down their story, and we're going to hear about that a little bit later. For some people, written songs and poems about and to God. And then for other books, it's actually people writing down what they believe they've heard God say. How cool is that? And so we're going to hear a little bit from the Bible in a second. But just before I get to that, I need to ask you a question, and I need you all to write your responses in the comments. Whether you like talking or not, comments doesn't count. So you need to write your answer in the comments so that we can all see each other's experience. But the question is this: how far have you gone for something? How far have you gone for something? Some of you might have traveled miles to see something. You might have gotten an aeroplane to Australia to see the Sydney Opera House. For others of you, when I say far, it might not be distance, but it might be like, how extra have you gone? Kind of how extreme have you gone? Maybe you've saved up money for 2 years to go and see like a band or a solo artist that you love and you wanted to see them live. For others of you, maybe you saved up pocket money for 2 or 3 months to see a football match of your favorite team. How far or how extra have you gone to see something? So write that down in the comments. Oh, wow, we've got comments already. We went to Bristol for ice cream. Wow. That's pretty far for ice cream. Like, I just go 2 minutes to the corner shop. Well, no, the corner shop's below our flat, and so I literally just go downstairs and grab some ice cream. So Bristol's pretty far for some ice cream, just to let you know. But yeah, let me tell you a little story. When I was studying for my degree, I was in a place called Malvern. And for those of you who don't know, Malvern is like in the middle of nowhere, and there's nothing there. So when you live in Malvern, you have to get used to going far for things. Like, if you want to go shopping, you have to travel all the way to Worcester, because The shops in Malvern are rubbish. So yeah, if you like shopping, if you like a little bit of a buzz, if you like going to get a kebab at like really late at night, don't move to Malvern because it's dead. But yeah, that's my suggestion anyway. But if you love nature and you love like the countryside, then this is the place for you. Because Malvern has these awesome hills and they're really high. And if you go to the top of it, you can see for miles. Like from one side, you can see all the way to the Welsh mountains. And that's how cool like the views are in Malvern. And if you don't know me, I'm a bit of a nature lover, like not like Bear Grylls. I don't like getting muddy and messy. Like I like my hair too much for that. But what I mean is I like enjoying the views of nature and I like taking photos like standard 21st century person, you know what I mean? But yeah, this one night I was walking back from a lecture and there was this amazing like sunset and I was like, this is amazing, but I want to get a picture that is better than me just stood on the road with some houses in the background. So I thought to myself, I'm going to walk up this hill, and when I say hill, like this is a big hill, like it's effort and it's long. Well, probably for me because I'm lazy, and so walking up the hill was far, and it was extra for me. Probably not for you guys because you're all fit and young and healthy, but I'm lazy and old, and I get achy. But I walked up this hill to see the sunset, and it was far for me. And I got to the top, and you'll never guess what I saw. I was ready with my camera out. If you've seen my Instagram, all I take pictures of is the sunset. So I'm ready, and I saw nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know at night, like you get that kind of thin layer of clouds? Well, that was there, and apparently when I'd walked up this hill, or as the Welsh people call it, a mountain, I got to the top, and at some point I passed through this layer of clouds, and so now I'm at the top, ready to take a picture of this awesome sunset, and all I can see is the flipping clouds. I went extra. I went to extreme measures. I went far, in my opinion. It was probably only like 10-minute walk. But I went far to see something, and I was disappointed. But let me just check some of your comments, how far you guys have gone to see stuff. I'm sure you weren't disappointed. Let's have a look. Esther, she went to Canada to see grandparents, and I assume you actually saw them when you were there. But if not, you probably saw some cool sights as well, so I guess you weren't disappointed. But yeah, that is pretty far. Fionn went to America. Nice. I assume you went to see something, if it was just the country, but I'm sure you weren't disappointed if you made it there. We went to Manchester to get a sleeping bag and suitcase. I'm not sure who's commenting off Gloucester Elim. I think it's Jackie. But going to Bristol to get ice cream and Manchester to get a sleeping bag and suitcase is a little bit extra. I think you probably need to work out what you're doing there and maybe just find a local Tesco or Sainsbury's or something like that. But yeah. Abigail, she went to France to go to the beach. I hope it was a good beach for your sake, because there's probably one about an hour from your house. But there we go. I'm sure you still weren't disappointed. Liana went to Manchester. Louis or Lewis, whichever one you want to go with. That's quite far. I'm sure you weren't disappointed, seeing as he's now your profile picture on here. But yeah, cool. So you've all been far to see something, and I assume you weren't disappointed. But let me tell you this story from the Bible, and it's a real-life story that has been recorded for a reason. But let me tell you it, and it's about this guy called Zacchaeus, and we're going to call him Zach, just because by the time I said Zacchaeus 50 times, I'll have saved like a minute and a half if I call him Zach. But it's about this guy called Zach, and he goes really far or really extra to see something. And spoiler alert, unlike me, he wasn't disappointed. So let me read this story to you. If you're familiar with the Bible, you can turn to Luke 19. But if you're not, don't worry, just listen along. But yeah. So a guy called Jesus entered a place called Jericho and was passing through. A man was there by the name of Zach. He was a chief tax collector and was wealthy. Like, he had all of the dollar, like, dishing it out. He's like this middle-class businessman, flying high tax collector. He wanted to see who Jesus guy was, but he was short and he couldn't see over the crowd. Now, shout out to all you short people out there. I don't have that issue, but don't worry. Even though I can't sympathize with you, our good friend here, Zach, in the Bible, he can sympathize with you. And you'll see by the end that it all turns out all right. But don't worry. So what does he do? Because he wants to see this guy called Jesus, but he's too short. And here's where he goes extra, or here's where he goes far to see something. Zacchaeus ran ahead and he climbed a sycamore fig tree to see him because Jesus was heading that way. Mad. He climbed the tree to see Jesus. Now you might be thinking, Max, that's not actually that far. Like, it's not that extra to climb a tree. I climb trees all the time. Like, what are you talking about? But what you've got to remember is that Zacchaeus is minted. Like, he's got all the dollar. He's like a high-flying businessman. And for him to climb a tree, that's like the equivalent of like a CEO of like a company climbing a tree. You would think, what an idiot. He's embarrassing himself to the max. But Zacchaeus went far to see this guy called Jesus. Now, Jesus, basically, for those of you who aren't familiar with Christianity or religion, is God in human form. That's the basics of it. We'll explain more about that another time. But God came down to earth in human form so that we could see what he was like. And this guy called Jesus was doing these amazing miracles. Like, he was causing all kinds of trouble. He was like doing miracles left, right, and center. He was healing people. He was raising people from the dead. He was making like all of this food. He had like 2 fish and he fed thousands of people with it. Like, he was doing this crazy stuff. And so Zach, quite rightly, wanted to see what this Jesus guy was, wanted to see who he was and how he was doing it. But he didn't just want to hear it from a friend. Like, you know, your friend goes to a concert and it's great that they come and tell you it, but you want to hear it for yourself and experience it for yourself. And so Zach goes far and he climbs this tree to see this guy called Jesus. That's pretty extreme. Do we have any tree climbers here tonight? Just write in the comments if you like climbing trees. And if you've got Google a sycamore fig tree, and mate, that is a dreamy tree climb. Like, the branches are so close together. The first one's like this high, so super easy. Sorry, my Bear Grylls is taking over me a little bit here. But there we go, we'll carry on. But Zach goes far. He embarrasses himself. He goes extreme just to see this guy called Jesus. And I said earlier that he wasn't disappointed. But here's why. Here's how the story carries on, or the real life recorded story carries on. It says that when Jesus reached the spot, he looked up and said to Zacchaeus, so Jesus is walking and he sees this flipping businessman in a tree and he's like, oh, there's a guy in that tree. And so Jesus walks over to the spot and he looks up and he says to Zach, come down immediately. And I'm like, oh, here we go. It's kicking off. Like, Jesus is going to humiliate him in front of everyone. He's going to be like, yo, Zach, what you doing up there? You look like a right idiot. Why are you climbing a tree? You're in your work suit and you've got all that dollar. And, well, they said money doesn't grow in trees, but it's falling out your pockets and it looks like it. But Jesus doesn't humiliate Zach. He doesn't like call him out and he doesn't make jokes out of this random guy hanging out of a tree. But he says to him this, Zacchaeus, come down immediately. I must stay at your house today. Random. So Zacchaeus came down at once and he welcomed him to his home gladly. You know, Zach didn't just get like to see Jesus as a result of going far, but he got to experience him and meet him personally. And in fact, Jesus says, I want to come to your house. Jesus invites him into his life. Zacchaeus went a little bit extra. He went a little bit far in the tree. And that's anyone could ask for, you know, like, it's not like go to see your favorite band. Like, we go a bit extra and save money to see your favorite band or your favorite pop star. But this is like getting a backstage VIP pass and getting to hang out with the band and ask them questions and see what they're doing. Like, that was super cool. And so Zacchaeus went a bit far and he managed to get all of that. That's awesome. Why am I telling you this story? Because I'm not a storyteller. I'm rubbish at telling stories. I probably would never make it onto the CBB story section, if we're honest. Like, little hands in the comments if you agree with me, like, bad. But I'm telling you this story because it was real to Zach. And it was also real to me. And I think it could be real to you. And that's why I'm letting you know. Not the tree climbing bit, like, we're not on about climbing trees. If you want to climb a tree, then go ahead, like, do that. Just stay safe, otherwise I'll get told off. But what I'm on about is Zach going a little bit extra, searching for God or searching for Jesus, and then being able to see him. was checking me, like I said, and that was amazing. When I say he saw God, he did because Jesus was God as a human. But for us, it's not see, I mean experience in some way. Maybe that's an intellectual is real, and that's you experience God. For others, it'll be like peace or love that you search for God. Go a little bit extra to search for him for ourselves. I believe that you can't just, but you can also do him into his life. And I believe that can be the same for you, just as it was the same for me. And that's amazing, like doing life with God brings so much purpose to your life. And when you follow that purpose and when you follow that plan for your life, like it's so awesome and exciting. And that was just from Zach going a little bit extra, climbing a tree and searching for God. But here's the great news for us. We don't need to climb a tree, go a bit extra to search for God. In fact, it's not even that much extra or that far. All it is a conscious decision to say, maybe there is a God out there, and I'm going to decide a moment just to search for him for myself. That's it. As simple as that. That's how cool it is. Like Zacchaeus didn't know much about God. He was far from God. In fact, the passage said that Zacchaeus was a sinner. Sin is a weird word that Christians use, but basically all it means is that he's left God out of his life. Whether that's in a moment where morally it doesn't match up to what God says I should do, and so I slip up in a moment, that can be sin. But it can also be just a whole life of leaving God out of my life. And so basically, Zacchaeus is far away from God. He's left God out of his life. And Zacchaeus wasn't close to God when he started searching for him. You don't have to be close to God to search for him. You don't have to know a lot about Christianity to search for God. You don't have to be all holy or like good behavior to search for God. It's just making a decision for yourself to say, there could be a God out there, a bit extra. Maybe I'll spend 5 minutes a day or 5 minutes a week or 5 minutes a year to search for this person called God. And this is really exciting because the Bible says, seek and you will find, and the door will be answered or opened. How find? That's super cool. And so tonight, I'm telling you this because it was true for Zach. He searched and he found. It was true for me, like I searched for God and it was the best thing I've ever done. But it can also, and that's why I'm sharing tonight. And so, tonight, are you willing to decide to search for God? We're not asking for a commitment to become a Christian. Like, you don't need to become a Christian. You don't need to dedicate your life to studying God. But just, could there be a possibility that there is a God? And will I decide to do a little bit extra searching for him? Because the benefits outweigh so much. And actually, the searching can be fun, like Zacchaeus. He probably in that tree and react. But yeah, and so tonight, if that's you and you want to search for God, maybe there's a possibility that there is a God, and you maybe want to just do a little bit of searching, then let us know, not for our benefit, but so that we can help you. Some of you might have been searching for God for a while, but not finding, and maybe that's just because, well, you don't know how to search for God, and so we can help you as well. So Caleb, if I can get you to put those details back up for the Instagram. If that's you tonight, just get in touch with us, either DM on Instagram or send an email, and we can set up like a one-to-one meeting, maybe a socially distanced walk or something, but we would just love to help you know how to search. We're not going to tell you and force you about like who God is and all that stuff, but we're just going to give you a few pointers in how you can search for him for yourself, just like Zach did and just like I did. And so, yeah, let me pray for you. And then we're going to watch a quick video. God, I thank you that we can experience you. I thank you, God, that you came down to earth as Jesus so that we could see what you were like. But God, I thank you that even today we can see what you are like. Lord, that when we search a tiny bit that we find, Lord, when we have a little bit of dedication in saying, maybe there's a God and I want to know for myself, that we can find out for ourselves. And we thank you for that, God. And I pray tonight for anyone who might be searching, I pray that they would have the boldness to get in touch so that we can help. And I pray, Lord, that as they search, that they would find you. Amen. Cool. So yeah, get in touch if that's you. But we're going to watch a quick video. It's a song by Hillsong Young and Free called Glimpse. And it's about what happens when you get a glimpse of God. So hopefully that will happen for some of you as you search. But let's watch this video.
You say you love me, but how could you when I ran so far? Let's say you want me, when I lose sight of where you are. But I only took a moment with you, a glimpse of life with purpose. And I knew that living where the light is, oh, it's exactly where you want me, and I never wanna leave. So I'm gonna sing your presence, sing of your love forever, dance like I did the day when I caught a glimpse of you. And I'll get a little bit desperate to run to the arms of heaven. All of my life surrendered, 'cause I caught a glimpse of you. 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 You were for me through the moments when I lose my way. You surround me with your mercy and your endless grace. But it only took a moment with you, a glimpse of life with purpose. And I knew that living where the light is, oh Lord, it's exactly where you want me, and I never wanna leave. So I'm gonna sing your presence, sing of your love forever, dance like I did the day when I caught a glimpse of you. And I'll get a little bit desperate to run to the arms of heaven. All of my life surrendered, 'cause I caught a glimpse of you. 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 I wanna lift you high, forever this heart is yours. Why would I run and hide when mercy has covered all? I'll give my life to you, for all that you are is all I want, God. It's all I want. So I'm gonna sing your presence, sing of your love forever, dance like I did the day when I caught a glimpse of you. And I'll get a little bit desperate to run to the arms of heaven. All of my life surrendered, 'cause I caught a glimpse of you. 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 I caught a glimpse of you.
Hey guys, wasn't that great? Just to be able to see how God works in people's lives and how we can search for him. So as Max has already said, if you are interested in knowing more, if you want to maybe meet up and have a chat, then let us know on the email and the Instagram. Yeah, so we've also had on the comments, I've been looking through the comments, and the person, I'm assuming it was Pete, who went to go and get the suitcase and sleeping bag from Manchester, was actually because Esther managed to leave all of her belongings at the gathering. I feel like at some point we're going to need more information on how that happened, because it seems like a big thing to forget. So
Actually quite impressive.
yeah, I'm not sure how you've managed that. So another time we will find out more about that story. But yeah, for now, Michelle, what are we going to do?
Yeah, we're going to head over to Zoom now. So the details are on Instagram, but if you don't have them, feel free to DM or email Max. So yeah, see you there. I'm going to get pie in my face.
Yeah.
So better watch.
See you all there.